Hey, welcome to your first round of the Popular's Personal Training Calendar Program. Of course, if you look at your calendar, you see today we are starting out with squats, and that's what we're going to focus on this month. And you may be thinking, okay, well, what's good? What good is it just focusing on squats for 1 month? Well, we're going to start, as you may recall, with 1 minute workouts and gradually increase. So at the end of the month, it's a little more substantial time, and then of course next month there's another exercise and it kind of builds up from there. So we have to have a starting point, and this is it. The reason why I decided to go with squats first, because it is part of that global muscle system, meaning that it's a larger muscle group, burns more calories, and it's kind of almost a full body workout because it does engage your core if you do it properly, and the upper body. So it's an excellent starting point to really get things going, get your body used to moving. So let's get started. First, before we even start, just check it out. I'm going to show you the proper form of what we want to do, starting with just a basic squat. Our feet will be hip width apart, toes are slightly out. Let me back up so you can see that. Chest up nice and tall. And as we squat, we want to try to keep that good posture, chest up. We want to send the hips back as we go down. And you look down, you want to make sure that your knees aren't going past your toes. If they are, you need to send your hips back a little further. So as we go back, butt goes back just like you're going to be sitting down in a chair. Now if you had a weight on your back, your arms would be up, or if you're doing front loaded squats, you could have a bar up front. But basically right now, we're just going to focus on that simple movement. So focus, position your feet about just outside of hip width apart, toes are slightly out, and as you go down, you want your knees to be in line with the center of your feet, okay? So let's get started. Like I said, it's going to be 1 minute, not going to take a lot of your time. It's during the holiday season, so we're not going to spend a whole lot of time doing this. It's going to get you started and gradually increase your time. So I'm setting a timer for 1 minute. We're going to do this together, and let's go. 1 minute it started. I'm going to give you a side profile. Hips are going back. Don't worry about doing it super fast. Just get used to the movement. Feet are hip width apart. Toes are slightly out. Hips are going back. Go at your own pace. Just get used to that movement. Hips are back. Chest up. Keep a nice straight spine and breathe. Make sure those knees are not going past the toes. Embrace the core. Keep the abs nice and tight, but don't hold your breath. And again, it's not about how many you're doing, it's just about working on that proper technique and form at this time. So it's nice and smooth, and there's going to be different variations that we're going to look at throughout the month. Just keep going, give you a different profile here. And so we'll see how it's different. You may be thinking, okay, I'm feeling it in a certain area, but as we show different variations, you'll feel it in different areas of your legs. That was the 1 minute timer. Your workout's done. It's just that simple. Excuse me. And let me stop the timer. That is how we're going to start. I don't expect you to go from doing very little or nothing at this time to doing 30 minutes in a gym or an hour worth of work. Let's just start with a minute, focus on the technique, get it down pat, gradually increase the time. And as we do this, we'll talk about other things. We'll start incorporating nutrition. We'll start incorporating how we figure out how to make time to do this. But take note of what time you did this today, and actually did the actual squat, that 1 minute, and try to build around that. Try to basically set up an appointment for yourself and gradually increase that time. So this is your first week's video. I want you to do this for a week, every other day. So if you start on Monday, you do it Monday, skip Tuesday, you go Wednesday, and so on. So whatever day is convenient for you, just remember every other day, alternate. And the following week, we're going to increase the time. So I'll be back next week, another video. We'll talk a little bit more about another stance and increase our time doing this. All right? So thank you so much for signing up for this. I hope you get some benefit out of it, or at least learn something. And as we go on, if you feel that you need more, you can let me know and we can kind of alter it. Or if you feel we need to pull back a little bit, we can do that. I'm going to try to make this your program. Thanks so much, and we'll talk to you soon.